Well, greetings and salutations, test takers. This is the Series 7 Guru coming to you from my off-grid studio, getting our kicks on historic Route 66 with an explication request. If you have an explication request, send it to explicationrequest@guruexamprep.com. I would tell you that all test prep vendors go way overkill on partnerships, direct participation programs on Series 7. You're going to get a couple questions on partnerships. Definitely, I can't think of any draw in which you're not going to get asked about partnerships not having liquidity. They're illiquid because you need permission of the GP to get in or out as a limited partner. Very testable. The types of partnerships we have available, roles of GP and LP, that's where the test fodder is, not questions like this. That being said, let's do the explication request, and I'll link to my partnership lecture for you. A direct participation program, aka a partnership, we're making a direct investment into this apartment building. I'll just make it an apartment building. I'll play GP. And I say, hey, partners, welcome to a partnership meeting. We collected $3 million in rent. We had $1 million in operating expenses. We had paid $200,000 in interest expense on the mortgage. And yours truly, $200,000 for managing the partnership. Depreciation is a non-cash expense. We don't get to use assets for free. At some point, we're going to charge the asset for its use so that we can replace that. So that's a non-cash expense. That's the key to cash flow. That's the real money, right? So if we now, I say, hey, listen, we have a loss here of $1.4 million, and you go, oh man. I said, well, wait a minute. What do we really care about the loss? What we care about is the real money, the cash flow. So we're going to take our $3 million in revenue minus the operating expenses, minus the management fees. As I just said, that $3 million is a non-cash expense. So we put $1.6 million into the checking account. That is the answer to this question. Now, as a bonus, I'm going to show you what would be the reported loss. Now, remember, the partnership itself is a flow-through vehicle. So this passive loss will be passed through to the limited partners. So I'm going to send you a K1 that shows that our partnership had a passive activity loss of $1.4 million, and you get to use that passive activity loss only against what is called passive income, right? So this is a passive activity loss. You can't use this anywhere else except in this bucket called passive. And that's kind of a neat trick, right? We told the IRS that we made $1 million or lost $1.4 million, but the real money coming in and out of the business was $1.6 million in cash flow. So I hope that was helpful. Don't overdose on partnerships. There are two areas not to overdose on: margin and partnerships. All right. Remember, inch by inch, cash flow is a cinch. Yard by yard, cash flow is hard. And I'll see you for the next explication request.